Hi Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your September 10th to the 20th, 2019, that's 2019, reading for you today. Now, I ask that you guys give this video a thumbs up. Also, make sure to subscribe to my channel. This is the way you let YouTube know that you're appreciating the content that I'm putting out. And I like to start each reading with an attitude of gratitude, so I want to thank you so very much. Whether you're new or old to this channel, for tuning in and stopping by, it's an absolute pleasure having you here. If you would like to book a private reading with me or donate to my channel, all that information will be in the description box below. It will also have a link to all the cards that I use. So let's see now, Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, what September 10th to the 20th, 2019 has in store for you. Gemini, September 10th to the 20th, 2019. Gemini, September 10th to the 20th, 2019. Gemini, September 10th to the 20th, 2019, Gemini. 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 Show me clearly, 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 show me clearly. Fantastic. That's where the cards fell, so that's where Spirit wants me to stop. At the center of everything, we have the Nine of Pentacles. So this is your harvest coming in, but it's also a lot of hard work. You're looking towards the future with the Two of Wands. The Tower, there's a lot of change coming into your life. This can be karmic change. This can be this is just a lot of change. We'll see how it all plays out. Feeling a need to defend yourself against others. You're moving away from something that isn't right for you anymore. That's you shining through as the Queen of Swords. You're represented by the swords in the minor arcana. You're represented by the Lover's card in the major arcana. You're cutting through doubts and fears. You're going to be much more comfortable behind the scenes during these 10 days. 10 of Cups. Happiness, love, joy. Some of you might be meeting somebody during these 10 days that you just absolutely connect with. Others of you, you're going to be finding that there's a change that's coming into kind of your home, into the way that you've perceived your happiness, perceived your prosperity. The Queen of Wands, a fire sign energy in Aries, a Leo, a Sagittarius. Taurus energy right here, time frame of April 20th to May 20th. Okay. Something from this time frame may very well be coming up for you, Gemini. Then Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, strong Taurus presence here. All right, let's look at your fairy guidance. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Gemini, September 10th to the 20th, 2019. Gemini, September 10th to the 20th, 2019. Show me clearly, show me clearly. Determination. You have the will to succeed, and simplicity, and needing to simplify and clarify your life is going to be highly important. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Gemini, September 10th to the 20th, 2019. Gemini, September 10th to the 20th, 2019. Okay. We're actually going to go with these two. Enthusiasm and nurture. So we're starting here with enthusiasm. And this says, life is always brighter when you wake up each day with a spirit of enthusiasm. Yes, of course it is. I mean, I love this card because I always think, yeah, it's always brighter when you wake up excited. But have you also ever noticed that sometimes when you wake up really excited for the day and then things start going wrong, it really shoots the whole entire day like in the foot? This is saying, and the way I see this card, is be enthusiastic for your life. Be enthusiastic for the day that you have. Wake up with saying thank you. Thank you for opening your eyes. Thank you for being here on this planet. And then see what else comes. The enthusiasm doesn't have to be this yippee, kind of click your heels, yay, joyous kind of thing. It is a sense of embracing your heart and your soul and what it is that you want. The color that shines through here is orange. It's healing and cleansing your sacral chakra. A lot of negativity from this life and from past lives comes up with the Tower card, not in a bad way. And I know you're going to sit there and say, Dane, how can negativity not be bad? but it's not going to be in a bad way. It is going to be in a way where it kind of comes up to be dissipated, to go away, kind of like a dark cloud rising and a rain cloud. And you might have that rain happening during these 10 days, but you also have a huge change, a huge shift in your consciousness, in what you want from your life, in what you expect, and what you accept. And that comes from nurture. Nurturing your inner child supplies you with the innocent joy of living. Nurture yourself, your soul, who it is that you are, why it is that you're on this planet. Nurture you. You take time for everybody else, Gemini. Nurture you. Because your inner child is so much more important than we give a credit for. We don't even think of our inner child. Okay? But so much of our pain, so much of our hurt, I personally believe it starts in childhood. And that's not to blame everything on your parents or to make you feel like, oh my gosh, if I don't do everything right, my kid is going to be messed up. Everybody has scars. And I view the scars that we have from life like broken bones or damaged lungs. They ache. You can feel them. They ache. Here, it is saying it's time to maybe not forgive and forget. But it's time to say, you know what? Even if whomever raised you, your parent, whomever, they did their best. Their best might have been absolutely horrible. I mean, seriously, you might be sitting there looking at your childhood and looking at the things that you went through and be like, what do you mean they did their best? It doesn't mean that it was good. It doesn't mean that it was right. It means that they did all that they could do. And now it's time to start to heal. And it doesn't have to be with just parents. It can be with teachers. It can be with bullies at school, right? Because so much of the pain that we carry around as adults, and so much of the pain and that we try to heal, comes from our childhood. Because we're pre-programmed. The bad relationships. You can see the person kind of acts like somebody within your childhood. Repeats ways that you were kind of trained to be treated. Now it's time to heal. And this might be very unpopular to say, but it's time to heal. And it's time to connect with your inner child and say, it's okay. It's not just soldiering forward. It's not just stiff upper lip and just keep going. It's time now to heal. Because we have here determination. Determination is the passion for pursuit, leading you on the path of personal achievement. You are determined to succeed. Nothing and no one is going to stop you. You have a commitment to yourself. Then we have simplicity. Simplifying your life will bring you a sense of clarity and renewal. Boil it down to what you really want. Not, what you want so that everybody can go ooh and ah over you, but what you really want to be happy, to be prosperous within your soul, within yourself. Simplifying your life is going to help lead you forward in joy, in glory, and in truth. At your heart of the reading, Gemini, is the Nine of Pentacles and the Hierophant. The Nine of Pentacles is you have a harvest to take in. You are determined, yes, but you have a lot of hard work. Don't just look at it one way. Kind of shake things up a bit. As a Gemini, you love to shake things up. You love to kind of look at things new ways, new possibilities. You get bored, yes, that's what people say, oh, Geminis are flighty. They're not flighty. They get done. And when they're done, they're done. Here you, though, have this Taurus energy. Now, a Taurus can be at your heart during these 10 days. And it can be that you have this harvest, and it involves a Taurus, and they're making things difficult for you. They are. And you might not feel as if you can trust them as much as you would like to. Right? And I'm not picking on Taurus. This is just the way the cards have fallen. Okay? It can also be with a fire sign energy, an Aries, a Leo, Sagittarius, or with another air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Right? But here, you are sticking to your traditions. You're sticking to what it is that you want. The essence that makes you, Gemini. That's what you're embracing. Your greatness, your story, your truth, your power. That's how you're moving forward. As you do so here, you're going to see that you start evolving towards greatness. Do not only look at one way of doing things. Don't only look at how things have to be. Because if you do, you're going to shortchange yourself. you're going to be looking at you're going to be guarding your purse here instead of looking at the huge possibilities before you. That's what I see with the Hierophant. I always think of the quote, and I know if you guys have watched my channel before, you're going to roll your eyes and say, oh, Dane, not this again. But there's a quote, and he starts off by saying, my mother said if I were to be a priest, I would become pope. If I were to be a soldier, I'd become general. But I became an artist, and I became Picasso. Why I love this so much is because in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, this Hierophant, the Hierophant is depicted as the Pope. All right? And he has monks at his feet, and the kingdom of heaven is right there. So the kingdom of heaven is actually opening up to you, Gemini, is what I'm seeing. As soon as I said kingdom of heaven, Spirit said yes. The kingdom of heaven is opening up to you in a way you didn't think possible, in a way that might very well seem overwhelming. But you move forward in your truth, and do not get caught up in just one way that things have to be. No, this is saying here, you have to stay true to yourself. Because as you stay true to yourself, the prosperity that is coming into your life starts to kind of multiply and really starts to move you forward because you're looking at your future and you want success. That's it, period. End of discussion. You don't want to be flighty. You don't want to sit there and, have these things that people define Geminis as. They're like, oh, Geminis, they never follow through, everything like that. I myself am a Gemini, so I feel like I can point out our flaws. But here, you're looking towards your future. You're looking towards the days, the weeks, the months, the years to come. And you have the Queen of Wands right here. Again, you're going to be much more comfortable behind the scenes, especially when it comes to your mind, your thoughts, your career, your prosperity, that you don't mind people seeing, okay, during these 10 days. But here, with your passion, you're having a new day move you forward. You're looking towards the future. Do not get caught up so much in the future that you forget the present, because the present is the building blocks for the future that you want and the place that you want to be. Be present in each moment. Embrace your love, your joy, your happiness. Embrace the now. I always think of the Queen of Wands as Hecate in Greek mythology, the goddess of magic. So here you are embracing your magic, and I view magic not as the hocus pocus, but I view magic as connecting with the divinity within, right? Using this wand right here, kind of as your channeling wand. I always like to think of it as kind of like Gandalf's wand in Wizard's wand in The Lord of the Rings, or kind of like Harry Potter. And I know that's terribly whimsical, but I like it. It makes me smile. Your power comes from turning inward. It comes from embracing the God's head within, because Brahma said he hid the God's head within man, because that was the one place that we wouldn't look for it. Look in. Look inward. Because as you do, power comes to you that you hadn't thought possible. Passion, desire to move forward, fantastic prosperity of self is going to lead you to the place that you need to be and that you want to be. Is it going to take time? Yes, most definitely. But by embracing your passion, you move forward towards your truth. Now, you can also be having a bit of a difficulty here with an earth sign energy, most likely a Taurus, because, well, that's the one I'm pointing to here, and a fire sign energy. They can be causing a lot of turmoil, a lot of upset within your life. Again, fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, this triangle right here. And they can be bringing a lot of things forward. That is actually bringing a lot of change into your existence, where it is that you want to be, and the way that you are moving forward. Okay? So know that that is something that's happening. I don't view the Tower card as a bad card. I view it as So the Tower card is not a bad card at all. I view it as a card of change. I view it as kind of divinity sitting there and saying, okay, it's time. It's time for you to go. And if they make it, divinity makes it all so uncomfortable that you have to change. You can't stay where it is that you are. You don't, well, as I said, you have to change. So it feels like you have to change, but you can stay. You can stay in where it is that you are and not change. But here, I really do feel that this Taurus energy and this fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, is forcing you into a place and into a way of looking at your life that maybe you hadn't seen it before. Right? These people do not have to be bad people at all. At all. You might love these people to the moon and back, but they are having you look at a situation, having you look at your life in a way that you hadn't. And that can be very overwhelming. What I also see here is a sense of you moving towards prosperity in a way that you hadn't. There's a whole bunch of change that is coming here that is forcing you And it really is. It is forcing you to look at things differently. You can stay the same. You can ignore the tower. Things will be hard, but you can keep on trudging along, right? But it will be easier for you if you embrace this change, because there's an end of a cycle when it comes to what you love, and there's a beginning of a new cycle. And this end of a cycle is opening up love, joy, prosperity to your heart, to your soul, to yourself that you hadn't expected. With the Six of Swords and the King of Pentacles, the Six of Swords is moving forward, right? This is at your root. Your root is taking everything that you know, everything that you desire, and you're moving forward. Now you have the angels guiding you, most definitely. At times you're going to be so confident. You're going to be like, I know this, I got this. I know exactly where it is that I want to be, exactly where it is that I stand. And at other times you're going to think, oh, no. I can't do it. There's prosperity right here. Now, you can also have an Earth sign energy, a Taurus, a Virgo, a Capricorn, helping you, grounding you, keeping you forward. You're embracing your wisdom. You are moving away from sorrow, and you are embracing your prosperity. So, yeah. So here, as you move towards the unknown, which I always see as Avalon, which again, I know is terribly whimsical, but it's beautiful. To think of the final resting place of King Arthur, to think of a place of magic and enchantment. It's going to bring you your prosperity. You have a way of seeing things, Gemini, that is going to be, that's different than everybody else. And that's why people kind of discredit you. But you're not to be discredited. You're not. You have here passion and prosperity and bounty, and you might very well have an earth sign energy around you, but this is also going to be a time where your roots run strong and you're very grounded, you're very centered. You know what's important to you, and you know what's important to you more so than anybody else does. Now, that seems logical, but people aren't going to understand. People aren't going to understand what's important to you as much as you understand what's important to you. And you might not be even able to articulate it. You might sit there and just think, no, but I know. I know I'm supposed to move forward this way. Now, the trap that's going to happen here is that, Gemini, we're people pleasers. We are people pleasers. We like to make it so that people are happy with us. We like to make it so that life is better. And if we can get out of the trap of people pleasing, then the world can open it to us in a way that we hadn't even expected. Because as I said before, the kingdom of heaven is opening to you. But the kingdom of heaven will close right in your face if you do not move forward in the way that's right for you. If you use your energy to sit there and try to please everyone, try to defend yourself, and not take this gift. Because you're transforming, you are rooted in your power. And people are seeing that about you. It can make them very uneasy. They might not know how it is that you're going to move forward. They might be questioning a lot of things about you. And that's fine, let them question. They do not matter. Even if they are some of the closest people to you in your life. Compared to your personal happiness, compared to your truth, your bounty, your enthusiasm for your life and where it is that you want to be. These people do not have that power to tell you no. You just can't be you. You can, and you are. Because right here, we have the essence of you shining through. We have you shining through as the Queen of Swords. Now, I do know that the essence, I usually say, is the major arcana, right? Would be the Lover's card. But here, there's a part of you. Now, you're going to be much more comfortable behind the scenes. But this is your soul, yourself. You've been through battles. People might not agree with the battles that you have been through. They might sit there and say, oh, wow, you think that's hard? Look at what I've been through. This is not a competition, though most people do make life into one. It is not a competition. It is saying that I have worked hard, I have sacrificed, I have struggled, and I have every right to claim my victories. That's what you're doing now, Gemini. You're claiming your victories, not giving it to another person. This is your victory. The Morgan flies overhead. She knows your pain. It's the goddess of war in Welsh mythology. You're guarding your thoughts. The seat of the soul in Celtic mythology is behind the eyes. You have on your throne, you have a bird. There's a need here for freedom. There's a need here for self-expression. There's a need here for independence. If that is taken away from you, you're going to feel as if you're shattered, as if a part of you is broken. She's the only queen with a weapon in her hand. Now, you can say that the staff is a weapon, the wand is a weapon. But I view this more as a ferocity. There's more of a ferocity in your spirit, Gemini, than people see. And the same goes for Libra, and the same goes for Aquarius. But you have a ferocity of mind, a ferocity of self. There's a higher class of thinking. And I'm not saying that to put down anybody else, but I just remember being told that, because I studied mythology, not, well, mythology, but also Middle Ages. That was my thing, all right? And that is still is my thing. So here, there is a sense of only the nobility had swords. Only the nobility had swords. So in a sense, if you take the zodiac out of this, because I don't want to say, oh, one group of people, the air sign people, are so much better than, this group of people. No, that's not it at all, right? But there's a nobility to you. There's a power to you. There's a force to you that you need to embrace with yourself. And people might sit there and say, oh my gosh, you're a snob, or oh my gosh, you just don't understand. That's fine. They might not like you on sight. That's fine. You are embracing your truth. And you are using your weapon, which is your mind, to the highest extent of its ability. Because here, it's not about fighting off the naysayers. You won't get anywhere. You'll be discouraged and angry and upset and frustrated. It's calming the emotions, and it's embracing where it is that you want to be. It's embracing what it is that you desire. Because these people, you can spend your whole life fighting them. They will keep you from the kingdom of heaven. They will keep you from picking up these keys and unlocking the door to the next step of your bounty, your beauty, your truth. They will keep your future small because their future is small. And enough is enough. The base here is this earth sign energy, this Taurus energy. You are embracing life kind of like a Taurus. There's going to be heightened sensuality to you. There is going to be a sense of really being drawn to the finer things in life. Your sensitivity, because Taurus are highly sensitive individuals, is going to be kind of amped up. But it's going to lead you to your prosperity. You can't fight them anymore. You could spend your whole life, and for some of you, you really have, spent your whole life fighting, trying to fit in, trying to be understood. And no, I've been there too. And now it's like enough is enough. Do not waste your energy. They're stealing it. Because this lesson that is learned, look at this. You have the Ten of Cups, the Tower, the Hierophant, and the Queen of Wands. And you might say, Dane, this Tower card is terrible. This is chaos. This is destruction. This is everything falling down. And I'm going to challenge you and say, no, it's not. It is being pushed out of your comfort zone. It is a karmic debt being called into play. It is struggle and strife, yes. But it's nothing that divinity doesn't know that you can handle. Now, I always think of the quote of Mother Teresa, who said, I know God doesn't give me anything I can't handle, but I just wish he didn't trust me so much. That's fine. But look at this. Look at the reward that comes. The Ten of Cups, which is my favorite minor arcana card. It's a blessing coming into the home. It's having a family of your own if you don't. It's a sense of falling in love. And this is changing things. Why? Because to love is the bravest thing of all. You will be hurt. People will disappoint you. Things will fall apart. But to love is to be brave. And you are embracing your courage like nobody's business. You have here this rainbow ending right on your cottage. It's not needing a palace. It's needing a place that's secure, safe, and prosperous for you. Now, either you're falling in love with yourself, the balance of masculine and feminine energy, or you're falling in love with someone else. This is also my starting your own business card. If you want to start your own business, it is going to take you on a ride that challenges you and pushes you to your limits at times, but it will be successful and prosperous. You need to connect with your inner child. And I know some of you are rolling your eyes and saying the inner child is not that important. I personally, and from the messages that I get from Spirit, it is. It is profoundly important, because we'll find people who treated us the way that we were treated when we were little, who play off our fears, our insecurities, our doubts, our apprehensions. The love that we got when we were little is so important. And this isn't to put stress onto parents and say, if you don't do everything perfectly, your kids are going to be messed up. All right? You do your best and you move forward. But for adults, to look back, because as a child, everything is new. Every pain is new. Every hardship is new. And it's so much more because you're the center of your world. So would not the time when you are the center of your world be the time where things impact you the most? It's time to heal. The love that's coming into your life, it has to connect with your inner child. It also has to not follow the pattern of belittlement or abuse or anger or fear that you experienced when you were little. Because you're going to find yourself drawn to those type of things. And this can be for a very specific Gemini. You're going to find yourself drawn to being treated a way that you are familiar with being treated as. Right? So here, there's a completion of a cycle, which means there's a coming into your love, your glory, and your truth. Because you're being pushed out of your comfort zone. You're embracing the kingdom of heaven, and your passion is like no other. You are moving forward in your truth to where it is that you want to be, to what it is that you desire. Your subconscious message, Justice card. Justice is yours. Cutting through doubts and fears. Finding your balance. This can be also a strong Libra presence, and this is also the time frame right after this reading. So this is September 23rd to October 22nd. That can be where you find the justice comes in, where the waters start to calm, when things start to move forward, the blessings come, and the future looks bright. But do not waver on your convictions. Do not lose yourself to what other people think you are supposed to be because they do not understand you. That's their problem, it's not yours. Be strong, Gemini, because you can conquer the world with your strength. All right, Gemini, I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness, and may harmony always be with you. Bye.